One of the surprises in this exhibition is encountering work by artists such as Robert Henry, Childe Hassam. Most people may say, well, they had no connection to East Tennessee. The reason why their work is included here is because they participated in some of these large expositions that happened in 1910, 1911, and 1913 out at Knoxville's Chilhowie Park. They submitted work, it was shown, it was talked about. The Nicholson Art League, which was one of these important art clubs that formed, they were having symposia talking about Henry's work, and so having their work represented here, to me, puts the work being done in East Tennessee in a national context, but also shows the influence of their work on artists here in town. This is a work by Robert Henry, who was the leader of a rebel group in New York called the Ashcan School. They were called that because they portrayed scenes, gritty urban scenes of everyday life using dark, ashy tones in many cases. And this is an example of Henry's work that was inspired by Dutch masters such as Hals and Rembrandt, who preferred warm brown colors and rich tones. And it shows you Henry's ability to find characters, just everyday characters, and really show how they reflect contemporary life. Here's a young boy in Holland who is smoking a cigarette and looking out at the viewer with a degree of suspicion. Again, this whole feeling of life as it's happening today, as instead of looking back at history scenes or mythological scenes like many other artists were doing. It even has an inscription by Henry that includes the date of July 1910. Childe Hassam is an artist from Massachusetts, really became one of America's best impressionists. And while Impressionism is usually involved with painting light in an outdoor setting in a way that's more about optical effects than about anything else, Hassam always was concerned with conveying emotion. He wanted people to look at his work and capture a particular mood or emotion that he was seeing in the scene. And this is a snowstorm on Fifth Avenue in New York, and it's dated 1907. Again, a great example of Hassam's brand of Impressionism.